July 17th, 2022. It's my Portulacaria Afra Raft or bridge or whatever style you want to define it with. I got this as one of those little pots where you get like 5 or 6 of them in a little pot at one of those big box stores. And the first summer I just kind of grew it out. And this one decided to grow out 2 straight arms going right along the soil and not much actually growing upwards. So kind of lended itself to this style. This year, or last winter I should say, I wanted to really accentuate this part of it and let it grow itself out. But I put it in this pot here, which was a inexpensive pot on Amazon. Thought it looked pretty cool. I actually received it for a present. But this pot's never been outside, and you can see that it's, well, it's not very high quality. It just started falling apart. I don't know if the roots are pushing it apart or if it's just the fact that it just does this. I don't really know. Either way, I need to get it out of this pot because a number of reasons. One, the pot's falling apart. And two, I really want to open that up. I want that to be a lot bigger and wider. I can't even get you in there. I want these arms extending way out there so that it looks a lot cooler to me anyways. You can see there's a lot of damage inside of here, a lot of dead parts in here. I've been definitely fighting an aphid problem all winter last year, and I think I finally got on top of it this summer. But the damage has been done, and need to come back and just kind of clean it up a little bit and let it grow out. I've had some other videos on this where I show how it's just a little bit too narrow. Maybe I can crop those videos into here, I'm not really sure. I want this side of the branch to be a little bit more dominant, this side to not quite be so dominant. And I'm leaving this one here right against the soil here, hoping that it's starting to actually root down there. But today my goal is to try to repot this. So I'm using one of these takeout trays from, well, a takeout food place. Cleaned it up. Cleaned it up and just drilled some holes in the bottom of it, so we got a little bit of drainage going on. But I'm hoping if I put the tree right here in the middle here, that'll really give me the opportunity to get those arms to stretch out a little bit more. So, oh, geez. Yeah, high quality here. So let's get it out of here, check out those roots, and see what we can do. Alright, I got those roots all cleaned out. I actually got a pretty decent flat root plane on this thing. I'm actually pretty happy about that. I'm going to try to change the angle a little bit, try to get it to go from more like this to be more like this, and get these branches to be coming up a little bit more so that they can lay on the ground. I don't see any roots really growing down here, but maybe we'll get there. Either way, let's get it into its new pot. All right, got it in there in this little food tray here. Should be a nice little training pot for it. Really hope that those roots can really spread out and really make this thing quite vigorous. Not quite at its final planting angle here. I need to get some wire here. Just be using just some regular, well, just wire. And I'm gonna try to spread these arms out just a little bit more and hold them into place so that it really opens itself up. And this one, probably get back here just a little bit more. And then making it right back here being the main trunk. Oh, you can't see me pointing, can you? Right back here being the main trunk, and then trying to get a couple new trunks to be growing up out the tips here, and a couple more here. But this one needs to really be spread over here. that into the ground. Yeah, I'm liking that right there. All right, so let's do that. A little shorter. Come it. Just stay put. All right. I'm liking this. I am liking this. All right, let's check it out and maybe do some pruning here. Get off the tripod for a second here. See if I can get some close-ups of what I'm trying to do. So you can see there's my main trunk. Easy to see from the back side here. I did get one little branch that grows up here, and I'm trying to make that my primary trunk as it grows up. Trim the back side of it off here. And getting this branch to be the primary trunk growing up now. Getting rid of some of this smaller growth off of the, getting rid of some of these smaller things that I want those little shoots growing up. I want the growth to be concentrating on these trunks here. This one I'm hoping to start grows upwards a little bit. This one is growing upwards nicely. These ones are doing quite well down here, but a little bit bigger leaves. Might want to trim them back to see what I get some new growth going on them as well. And this branch here, looks like I might still need to do a little bit of work on there to get some of those to be more concentrated. Get those last little ones out there to be some small trees on the very end there. But I think I'm setting it up pretty nicely to be a nice bridge raft style. All right, folks. I'm gonna do a little more trimming on this thing, but nothing you guys probably want to see. So I'll be back when I have a little bit more to show you. It is August 13th, 2022. Just a quick spin update on my Portulacaria Afra raft, or bridge style. Quick spin on it, looking pretty good. This back trunk in the back here's got some new growth coming in. Not looking bad at all. Getting some extension off of these trees here. All of these are looking nice. All right, I'll be back when I got more to show you. September 5th, 2022. Back with my Portulacaria Afra raft style. Some good new growth sitting out here on this end. You can see some of the staples have been pulled up from the ground there. This thing may have been trimmed by my cubs foraging on my plant shelf. My main trunk in the back is looking pretty good. I could probably get some more concentration on the upper growth if I trim off some of these leaves here. I'm sure the cubs wouldn't mind if I fed that to them. Charity reached in and gave me a trim out here on the tips. Oh, kids. Otherwise, looking pretty good. October 15th, 2022. I got some good growth happening here with my Portulacaria Afra bridge or raft style or whatever you want to call it. It's had some foraging expeditions by my cubs a few times, but so far it's been recovering pretty well from that. Back butted back in here, started growing those branches back out again. I gotta trim those off, and some bigger leaves out here. Waiting for that to keep going just a little bit more. Put it back under the lights from the window, so waiting for it to adjust a little bit to the new lighting before I can really go after it. All right, I'll be back when I got more to show you. November 19th, 2022. Still looking pretty good. Lots of new growth coming in. This one's still staying so super skinny, but I guess they all are doing that. Starting to back bud here again. Get my focus. Back bud here again and here again. Down here, so I gotta stay on top of that a little bit more. Make sure I'm keeping those trimmed off so all the growth concentrates where I want it to be. All right, back when I got more to show you.
December 19th, 2022. Still looking pretty healthy, putting on new growth all the time. I am noticing my individual trunks are staying relatively scrawny. Maybe they'll thicken up. Hopefully they will. I did just get myself a grow tent a couple weeks ago, and this is now sitting in the grow tent with some much better lighting. And we'll see if she starts doing any better for me. All right, be back when we got more to show you.
January 24th, 2023. Oops, look out, Yeti. This thing is definitely thriving right now. After the last aphid treatment I gave this thing, it's now come back and looking pretty strong and vigorous. I'm loving how some of these trees back here are really starting to shoot up. Down here, they're still kind of laying over, but we'll get them to stand up eventually. Over here, got some great trees coming up, so more like a shrub down there, but that's okay. All right, folks, back when I got more to show you. February 20th, 2023. Lots of growth coming in all over the place, looking very healthy and happy. I gotta get back and start trimming these things out of here. All right, folks, back when I got more to show you. It is March 19th, 2023. Check out all that growth. It can't even hold itself up anymore. It's all flopped over everywhere. But the individual tree trunks are starting to shoot out, so that's nice. Gonna have to get some supports to get them to stand up a little bit here. We got plenty of time for all that. All right, back when I got more to show you. It is April 8th, 2023. My Raft Portulacaria Afra is in definite need of some trimming work here. So we're gonna go ahead and go to town, do some cutbacks here. It's had a bit of a bug problem again, so hopefully we'll get rid of a lot of those carcasses, a lot of the seeds, give it another spray, and then get it back set up again for some more growth. All right, here we go. All right, got a majority of her trimmed back a little bit here, cutting back to where it's already starting to naturally bifurcate. I do need to get some supports up here so these things start growing a little more vertical. Get some wire going maybe. But everything got trimmed back. Now I'm going to get it a spray to attack those bugs a little bit more. And I'll let her keep growing. Back when I got more to show you. Hello there. It is July 13th, 2023. And we're going to go ahead and wrap up this chapter in my Portulacaria Afra Raft style. As you can see, she put on a lot of growth. She didn't thicken up in the trunks like I wanted her to. They are thinner than I want them to be, but I guess I can't expect too much in 1 year. You can see right now I do have a bit of a problem here. The aphids got me again. They launched an all-out offensive on me. But I mean, check out some of these trunks here. Check out some of this growth. I think we are definitely moving in the right direction. I'm gonna need to get some supports to get these things to actually stand up as trees. And I think I'll do that and get it growing again for chapter 2. All right, folks, like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to follow along. Any questions, comments, concerns, violent criticisms, please leave them in the section below, and I'll catch you on the next chapter.